Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's JR, and you are checking out the Sport Brief. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard about this situation. The Steve Phillips, David Letterman situation. This all has to deal with sleeping with your coworker. Now, in the case of Steve Phillips, this is sleeping with your younger, straight out of college coworker when you have a family at home, a wife, and if I'm correct, 4 young boys, or 4 boys, or however old they are. They're probably learning great tips from dad. But anyway, this is nothing new. You know what? Sleeping with someone at your job is nothing new. Having sex is nothing new. If that was the case, I wouldn't be here, and a whole lot of you guys wouldn't be here. And we all know people get freaky, they get frisky, they do XYZ, they do that. But you know what? Sleeping with somebody on your job, it's what you call, what is the word? Well, anyway, I can't think of the word. But it's something that you shouldn't do. And if your job says, you know what, you shouldn't have inter-office activities going on there, you shouldn't do it. Poor Steve Phillips. Poor Dave Letterman. Poor this, poor that. What about the wives? The wives have to deal with this. How does Steve Phillips' wife feel at home that he went out and he hooked up with some hot, young, 22-year-old young lady straight out of college? Now, that may be exciting for most men, but what about your wife? And obviously, this was not the first time that Steve Phillips said, you know what, hey, I'm going to do the nasty with somebody I work with. Apparently, he's done this before with the New York Nets. Ask Bobby Valentine. He even said it. And you know what? A while back, you may not remember, but I did a video about groupies, jump-offs, and baby mamas. And you know what? It does not just apply and stop at athletes. It applies to everybody on the planet. You know what? It even applies to management, even sports management. You think a lot of these beat writers that cover the teams and are away from their wives, some beat writer for a New York team somewhere, you think when he goes to California, away from his wife in New Jersey, you think he's not getting freaky in the 30 other cities he has to cover? We know he's getting freaky. And you think it doesn't apply to everybody else? So you know what? Everybody, please, do not be shocked. Do not be alarmed. People get freaky and people cheat. And it's not held above anybody else. It's not, Steve Phillips is not held to a higher standard. And you know what? It was great for me to wake up this morning and read the newspapers and find out about the birthmark that Steve Phillips apparently has in his crotch. Now, second of all, well, that was first of all. Don't be surprised about people cheating and sleeping. We had a gay governor in New Jersey? He's sleeping with a man and he's gay and he left his wife. We have David Letterman, who apparently, he slept with a coworker. We have, who's the guy? What's the other guy's man's name? He was another guy from New Jersey or New York. Well, bottom line is politicians sleep with girls and Bill Clinton gets all types of stuff under the desk and David Letterman does this and Steve Phillips cheats. Everybody does it. Second of all, please avoid or do not become some type of weirdo that is chasing a man down and all of that. Steve McNair's situation is terrible. Please, women, stay away from men that are twice your age, 3 times your age, because it's going to end with you on the outside. You over here running, leaving letters in a man's house and stuff. So for all you men out there, do your thing. Please avoid cheating if you can. Or you women out there, avoid men that are 3 times your age. What is he going to do? What are you guys going to talk about? Going to the beach? This guy's worried about his 401k plan, and you're talking about, I wonder if I'm going to get a job. I just graduated. Oh, just give him some head. I get a job. It doesn't work that way. You give some guy head and you get a job, it's only going to last a little bit of time. And then soon he's going to go back to his wife, who's probably not even going to want him anymore. Ask Steve Phillips. But anyway, all you men, please, drop some knowledge. How do you avoid a David Letterman, Steve Phillips, whatever, I don't know, there's so many. Just drop some information down there. If you are a woman, How do you avoid the advances of a man 3 times your age? Especially if it's going to help you at work. Apparently, Steve Phillips met this woman over All-Star Weekend of this year. And they had sex 3 times. Steve Phillips, 3 times a charm. And the 4th time, hey man, you are out. You are out at the plate. This is JR. This is a Sport Brief. Hit me up, jrsportbrief@gmail.com. Go find me on Facebook, JR Sport Brief, or facebook.com, JR Sport Brief. Go even do the Twitter thing if you like that. Well, you know what? I'm out. And you know what? The luxury of being and working in television and spending a lot of time editing, I work for myself. I don't have to look at anybody. So there is no there is no inter-office relationships going on with nobody. It's me, myself, and I. And Irene. I'm out. Peace.